Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and today is day 71 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on my writing. So, yay for day 71. I have 29 days to go. I'm excited. Okay, so today I moved my furniture just a little bit. I moved my little desk so I could put my laptop on it. I took my computer off because I have an old computer that doesn't work anymore. So I figured there was no point in using the computer and the monitor and all the stuff that doesn't work on my desk when I could set my laptop up on my desk instead of using it on my couch or on my bed. And then in a minute attempt to try to exercise or do something slightly healthy, I am using my exercise ball as a chair instead of one of my regular chairs. So I'm kind of bouncing and rolling around because I'm sitting on my exercise ball, which I'm not sure if it's helping or not because I think it's making me more sore than I was before, but maybe that's a good thing because maybe it's using muscles I need to be using. So it was kind of interesting, fun to actually sit at my laptop and have it like on a desk instead of like on my table that's like too high or too low for me, or on my lap um, in some kind of sideways position that I'm usually in. So trying to improve my posture and sit, kind of improve my focus a little bit. So, and I was thinking about just doing a video today and saying I rearranged my stuff and set up a nice little writing area for myself. Got my little pens and everything on my desk all set up, all nice and pretty. Something I haven't had before. But I still decided to open up my laptop and work on Modulea. So I did kind of revised chapter 8 tonight. Kind of ran into something I'm not really sure what to do with. So had some more evens I had to remove. So that was kind of fun. And then had to capitalize some words that I hadn't done. And then I ran into, I'm not entirely sure what to do. So normally for internal thoughts, they're italicized, so you know that the person is just thinking those things, but they're not like in quotations because they're not saying them to someone else. So in this book, kind of spoiler alert, I'm not really sure, but it's the character Modulea has powers, and she gets thoughts or impressions from those powers in her mind. So it's like there's a voice whispering to her, talking to her, telling her something. And it probably sounds like her own voice in her head, but they're explanations or ideas that obviously did not come from her. So I initially had them all italicized, but I'm like, they're not really her internal thoughts. So then I changed it so they weren't italicized and just put the quotation marks around them. But I'm not sure if that's right either because it's still only in her mind. So it's not something that anyone else outside of her head would hear. So I went back and italicized them, but I left them with the quotations so that you know that it's not, that it's an internal thought, but it's not her internal thought. I'm not sure if I did that right. I'm going to have to check with my mentor to find out on that one because I'm a little confused on how that works. But I think that's how it works. So that's what I did for tonight. But that was kind of fun to read through that, to see that, to kind of figure that out, to change some things. I tightened up some sentences, took out some just words and other things that I don't need, got rid of some contractions again that I do not need for my book. So that's what I did as far as my writing goes for today. So I am grateful that I have a nice little writing desk that I cleared off my desk and moved it to a nice place that's sort of quiet, mostly quiet. Nice little corner workspace. So hopefully that when I'm in order to sit at my laptop, it kind of puts me in a, well, I put myself in a corner basically. Not that it's a bad corner because it actually faces the rest of my living room, so it's not a bad thing. But I think by doing that, it puts me in a position to focus on my writing instead of to be distracted by other things. So, because I'm not going to sit here and want to play games or watch movies or do other things sitting at my desk on my laptop. So I'm only going to want to sit here to work on my writing of some kind. So I think that's a good thing to give me that frame of mind, like this is my writing station frame of mind. And then, of course, my exercise ball, because I think that's a good thing for me to start. And not that I do a lot of exercising, but I think it's good for hopefully my posture. Not that I sit up any better on the exercise ball than I do on the chairs, but maybe it will help to work some of my core muscles. And maybe that's why they're all sore today, because I've been sitting here for a while. I actually sat here for like an hour when I first set it up, and then but I didn't work on my writing. I was working on something else on my laptop. I was looking into something else that I don't think is going to pan out for me, but I was checking it out anyway. So, random research for something totally not related to my writing. Anyway, and then of course sitting here to do my writing and my video, because I figured out that I can sit here and do my video too. So this is a good spot to do it. The lighting seems to be okay, I think. And I don't have random things on the top of the ceiling. You're not seeing the top of the ceiling in here. You're not seeing like parts of doorways or other random pieces of furniture behind me. So it's just a wall, which I like. I need to decorate my walls, though. I do have stuff to decorate them with. And I got more stuff to decorate with them at Christmas time. I just need to start decorating my walls. That would be nice. Not that I'm going to put anything behind me, but I might. Ooh, I could put that thing that my friend made, printed out with my Midge Shoemaker name, acronym, poem thing. I could put that behind me. That would be kind of cool. That would be like the perfect place to put that right behind me. So when I do my videos, you can see it. That would be cool. I just need to figure out how to do that and how to position it so you can see it when I do the video. Just random thought. I don't know if I'll actually do that or how that will work, because of course I will see it from the other side of my living room, and I may not like where it's positioned because it would be much lower on the wall because I'm in a sitting position instead of up higher. So you may not see anything behind me on my wall, and probably not for a while, because I'm not going to get something out to hang it up right now. Because I'm very tired and I should be in bed, and when I'm tired I ramble and I repeat myself, so I apologize. I did have a good night at work. I was just out much later than I wanted to be, and I didn't get home until later, and because I didn't go to work until later. Kind of got a slow start for my day, but I had a really good day today, which I'm very grateful for. I'm grateful for all the things that I got accomplished in my day today. And I know I've talked about my writing, and I just wanted to say some things that I'm grateful for, because I really like to continue that gratitude, to carry that forward, because it does help me to have a more positive perspective on my life and on my writing, and it helps me to be more gentle with myself and to allow myself to do little things like I'm just revising something in a book instead of typing up something brand new, or reorganizing things or something, to still feel like I'm doing my writing to fulfill my commitment of 100 days of writing without beating myself up, or without feeling like I'm failing or falling behind because it's not turning out quite the way that I wanted it to. But I'm pretty sure when I started my 100 days, I said that it wasn't going to turn out quite the way that I wanted to. I'm like, this is my idea, and we'll see what actually happens. Because my idea when I started the 100 Days of Gratitude and what actually happened is not the same. And I can see that it's not the same with my writing either, but I've had an amazing experience. And I was talking to someone in my bishopric tonight about my writing and the changes, and he actually asked me, like, where do I see myself, like, spiritually, emotionally, and whatever this year compared to last year? And I was like, wow, that's that's like a loaded question, but I know I've been like on a roller coaster ride emotionally and spiritually and other such things, but I think in the process just of doing my gratitude and of doing my writing, I have become closer to God. I've become more confident in my abilities, but I don't feel like I've become like cocky or conceited about my abilities. I'm still open to suggestions. I still know I have a lot to learn, but I also feel like I have a gift. I have something to give. I have something to share, which before I wanted to write my books. I wanted to get published, but it was more because I wanted like the fame and the whatever fame and fortune that goes with it. Not that that wouldn't still be nice, but that's not my main focus in doing my writing anymore. And also, I think before I was very afraid of standing in my own way, because I was very afraid of the outcome of not having huge success and feeling like I failed. with my writing. And at this point, I'm like, I know I'm not reaching a whole lot of people with my YouTube videos. Maybe someday I will, I don't know. And I may not reach a whole lot of people with my writing, but I feel like I'll reach the people that God wants me to reach, the people that need to read what I have to write or what I have to share. And it may be years down the road that it reaches people, and that's okay. You know, if my focus is always on fame and fortune, I will probably always be, well, I will always be disappointed. Life is not meant to be like that. So I'm grateful that I don't have to focus on that. But if I can have that place of gratitude, if I can have that connection with a higher power, with God, to know where I fit in relationship to Him and the rest of the world and myself, I feel more comfortable with myself, more confident with myself. And it was kind of an interesting question to be asked tonight, to try and to take a step back and to look at the changes that I've been making in my life. And even though I still feel like I've been struggling or falling short, especially this past month, because I've just been stressing out, not been working as much, realized that I haven't been as good at taking my vitamins and my DDR prime for my my depression, my antidepressant medication. I need that stuff. It's very important. But I hadn't been taking it because I'd been getting migraines, because I'd been getting sick to my stomach, because I'd just been having some really rough days and just got busy and forgot. And I was like, that's not a good thing, because it doesn't help me to stay motivated. And because I stopped doing the non-negotiable things that my friend had pointed out to me that I need to do. It was like reading my scriptures and meditationals and writing in my journal. Kind of like when I don't feel good, those are the first things that I stop doing, which is bad, because like those are things I need to not ever stop doing. But it feels like when those things become negotiable, then taking my vitamins becomes negotiable, getting enough sleep, going to work, all the other things become negotiable. And they are not things that can be negotiated. Not if I want to pay my bills, and not if I want to be able to be full of gratitude and be able to do my writing. And I feel like in spite of all of those things, I've still been very blessed. I've still been very aware of God in my life. And I have still managed to do my videos, and I have still managed to do some kind of writing. So I can see my determination, and I can see myself sticking to it and doing things even when I feel like I can't do them. And so it's kind of fun for me. It's kind of good for me too, I think, to be able to share the progress that I make in these videos, share the progress that I'm seeing in myself, because I'm sure the people watching these videos probably see way more progress than I see in myself. But this kind of gives me a way to gauge where I'm at and what I'm doing. So I'm grateful for the videos, because it helps me to kind of stay on track a little bit. It makes me accountable to myself and to whoever is watching these videos. And hopefully you can learn from my mistakes, or if you're struggling with similar things, at least you know that you're not the only one out there that's going through it. And that as you focus on gratitude, as you focus on the atonement and the Savior, there's a way up, there's a way out, there's hope, and it does get better. You just have to keep going one step at a time and see where it takes you. So I'm grateful for that. And also this meeting I had, he asked me something about what if I got stuck in the mud or stuck in a snowstorm or whatever, and I was like, yeah, sometimes my life feels like I'm stuck in a blizzard and it's all white swirling around me, and I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I know I have to keep moving forward, trudging through the snow. It's cold, it's freezing. Anybody that's lived in cold country and has blizzards, you know you can't see like 2 feet in front of you. And if you're trying to drive, the best thing is to hope you can see a tree line, and don't get too close to it, because you don't want to run off the road, but you probably can't see the road, and the headlights just make it worse because all you see is snow everywhere. And like the other cars can see you because you have your headlights. So I'm like, yeah, you can see cars because they have the headlights on, so you don't hit them, and you can see snow. And that's about it. And if you're walking in it, it's pretty dark and white and flurry and freezing. At least from my recollection of snowstorms. But in blizzard type things, I'm sure there's other places that are much worse than what I grew up with. But sometimes I think my life is a lot like that. And when it comes to my writing and my videos, I don't always know where I'm going to end up. I don't know what the end result is going to be. I just know that I'm trusting I'm trusting God to guide me, and that as long as I keep working towards my goal, eventually my books will get published. I don't know when. Probably not in the next 29 days, as nice as that would be. Not as close. I mean, I felt like I was so close at the beginning of this to be done, and I was like, I don't know what happened, because I am not any closer to being published than I was when I started my 100 days, which is kind of frustrating. But I have done a lot of writing, and I have done a lot of discovering of myself, and I'm grateful for that. And I've been able to record all of it in these videos. I've been able to discover other avenues to discover nice things about myself, fun things about myself, my little fun name acronyms, and how to use words in a positive way and not just negative, and that emotions and things and trials in life are all part of what make me who I am, what makes everyone else who they are. And there's joy in the journey, there's joy in the process. There's always something to be grateful for, and I don't have to get stuck or mired in all of the emotional stuff. And just because I have frustrating days or feel like crying sometimes doesn't mean that I'm failing, or doesn't mean that those are bad emotions. It just means they're feelings that have to be felt, that have to be dealt with. Things I still don't like doing. I still avoid those, like I avoid other things too. So also makes me very aware of my old default settings and my character defects, so to speak, things that I need to work on changing. Um, but it's also a nice reminder that I am not perfect. I do not have to be perfect, and that God accepts me where I'm at, and I need to learn to accept myself where I am at. So I am grateful for that, and I am grateful I could do a little bit of writing and have my little writing desk all set up, and using my exercise ball that is making my muscles very sore. So I am going to end this video so that I can get off my ball. Anyway, so I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and maybe some writing. And if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, or share if you think someone else will like it too. Thank you.